If you own a home health business in California, I need you to hear this. Most owners don't realize it until it's too late. One small mistake on your insurance, one overlooked detail, and suddenly you're facing a claim, an audit, or a lawsuit that could destroy everything you've worked so hard for. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 insurance mistakes that keep home health business owners up at night and exactly how to avoid them before it's too late. Now, I know your business is personal. You're sending people into homes. You're helping families. You're trusting your team to do the right thing when you're not there. But good intentions don't protect you in court. Insurance does, and only if it's set up the right way. I've been in this space long enough to see people get burned. Honest, hardworking owners just like you because they thought that their policies covered it all. So let's make sure that that is not you. Now, the first mistake that I see over and over again is buying the cheapest policy. Now, I get it. Budgets are tight. Insurance is expensive. But here's the truth. Cheap usually means narrow coverage. And narrow coverage means gaps, small gaps that don't really matter until a claim situation hits. And when that happens, the cheapest policy turns into the most expensive mistake of your life. Imagine this. Let's say you're paying around $400 a month for a general liability policy. You think you're covered for anything, and then one aide accidentally causes a client injury while assisting with mobility. The carrier looked at the policy and said, that's professional liability exposure, not covered. So that savings, it cost them $25,000 out of pocket. Painful, avoidable, and unnecessary. Now, this leads into mistake number 2, which is thinking that general liability is enough. Now, non-medical doesn't mean no risk. Your aides are giving hands-on care, guiding, helping with day-to-day tasks. A slip, a misstep, or even a verbal instruction can turn into a claim. And here's the kicker. General liability will not cover professional acts. That's exactly why professional liability exists, to protect you from claims that arise from the service itself. Imagine this. A client claims that their loved one was hurt because of improper lifting. Again, is that general liability? No, that would likely fall under professional liability to be covered. That's the difference between paying thousands out of pocket or having your policy step in for you. Now, mistake number 3 is a silent killer, and that's misclassifying employees or workers. California is strict. Even if someone is a contractor in your eyes, the state might classify them differently. Now, misclassification could trigger huge back bills during audit, sometimes years of premium at once. I've seen audits hit small businesses for $10,000 up to $30,000 because the owner assumed that the classification was correct. This one is avoidable. Correct classification and clear payroll reporting could save you thousands and prevent a nightmare at audit. Now, this is going to be a huge one. Mistake number 4, ignoring audits and renewal notices. Home health business owners are busy. I get it. You're running schedules, you're training aides, you're caring for your clients. But ignoring your audit or renewal letter is like leaving your front door wide open with a sign that says, "Come take my money." Car accidents, injury reports, or even small payroll errors could blow up your premiums. The carriers will recalculate and suddenly you're paying way more than you should. So I would always recommend opening every notice, ask questions, double check your payroll, and make sure your broker is actively advocating for you. And lastly, the fifth mistake is going at it alone or relying on a 1-800 call center. Now, your broker should be your shield and your guide when a claim comes in, when an audit is issued, or when the state asks questions. You're gonna want someone in your corner, not just a random voice on the other end of the line. A good broker doesn't just sell you coverage and then disappear. They understand your business, anticipate your risk, and fight for you when it counts. That difference could be the difference between surviving a claim or shutting down. Here's the truth that I want you to take away. Insurance isn't just another box to check. It's a lifeline for your business you've poured your heart into. Avoid these 5 mistakes: buying cheap, skipping on professional liability, misclassifying employees or workers, ignoring audits, and going without a true advocate. Do that and you're going to already be a massive amount ahead to protect your business and your peace of mind too. I've seen too many people learn these lessons the hard way. Don't be one of them. And if you want a real review of your current policy tailored to your California home health business, click the link in the description below. Let's make sure you're protected before disaster even thinks about knocking on your door.